can certainly learn something from both these guys. And
I remember when he first came onto the scene, they called him Macarena, right?
oh yeah, you talk on. I feel like he was a kid that had all this talent, and of course he sees two countrymen that do real well, kind of like that through the matches, and still carries a lot of energy, which we'd never want to let that get away. That's always awesome to feel on the island boy or kid or whatever you want to call it. Now that shot got away, not even part of Spain, but really just a unique place, one of the most unique places in the world. Not cheap. The guy here though, and that's why he hit down on the ball and hit it thick and kind of drew off the ball. I really think Yapp, along with just a couple others, and they all play great position, but when you talk about really the best position, trying to get some separation here. Maybe fluke it in the corner.
Wow. But you didn't even have to do that. You didn't even have to double bank it. Nice.
Bring the cue ball back down the right side of the table. Awesome. Now he cheated. He went in ahead of the side and uses.
If they were playing with bigger pockets, or
I think so. I think so. He's ended up short. I'm surprised he didn't at least entertain that. All right. Always pretty good control.
a lot of it has to do with the point of the match too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. No, he's going to play for the corner.
Yeah, but he came short because of the thick hit.
He played the stun with a hair of inside. That's sweet. And
Make the ball first.
yeah, that's the basis of the game, really. He said he loves his equipment. He just tinkers with it.
From a specific spot behind the line. Because Jesus was breaking from the corner, and his opponent was breaking more.
Tougher because this jump looks a little bit like a winning ball.
It's one of those, if you overcut and go 3 rails, right, you might still make the 5, but
In it, to be fair, you know, are you gonna? It's real clean. And for about a year, we all have opinions on that stuff. Just because his transition was so good, I would never change anything if I was him. But now I haven't seen that pause night. Whenever I brought it up, I was like, well, what didn't you like?
Near the side, right, Jeremy, for the possible jump.
Yeah, he's
Just
trying
like
to definitely get it past, and that's what cost him. Maybe overhitting a hair. Swing better.
Yeah, but that's a good thing. Oh, that's a tricky shot. You know, when the equipment is new.
Yeah, funny thing. All right, this is a little light. Not going to go. You're always worried about overhitting. He overhit the last one, so it's easy to maybe underhit this one.
Yeah, Genki used to hit this shot like a dream, just like that, and bring it back towards the center.
Yeah. Well, that's when I work on safeties.
Have the cue ball go multiple rails and stuff like that, and learn the angles. I believe that's what you did, right?
Yeah. And I had a lot of spare time on days that I had to work, you know, when it wasn't so busy.
Yeah, you hit it a little too thick. Crazy the difference now. Like, I look at that shot and I'm like scared to death of hitting it that thin, but I didn't.
Well, for me on those, I just hope it doesn't change as I get down. You know, try and feel like I'm seeing the same thing.
Right.
That's what I think with the close ones and whatnot. But just open jumps, making the ball, moving the cue ball, whatever you want to call it, DeWong is really good. And just kind of roll out. Yeah, I can.
Wow. Well, he came
Quite
that's
a bit
probably
thick
why.
to the pocket, yeah, so I don't know. Looking at it is the favorite, I really do. But I think Eklund, right.
Especially knowing you have 10 more matches left.
Yeah. There's that one. And again, I think it's the best thing you can do to forget about things or fall into how you play your best pool. I told him, just get to work. You know, in effect a little bit.
Right. We need to get in a gentleman one time, and he showed a clip on YouTube of a film or something, right?
Yeah, breaking the balls really well. Ooh, caught a little flick there. Did that affect things? could be kind of cut off a position, really. Ranking events, you know, he wants one of those bigger ones, right? But yeah, he's won last year and I think quarterfinals several times.
The side, he's breaking a little closer to the center, and he went past the side this time. Right, to hold the one ball near that pocket if possible. Just like that. I mean,
Yeah, there's that hands, you know. And the funny thing is, he's a right-handed.
ended except boxing.
Wow, he's a southpaw.
I'm sorry. Everything that he did in his life was left.
Or led with, get an inclination of it. Like when I teach, a lot of times I'll watch somebody for the first, and I'll say, you know, Roberto Gomez, the same. You'll watch him play right hand.
He's hilarious. I love Roberto.
All right. I don't really, if I'm playing, there isn't much grip involved. It kind of lays in my fingers. Kind of like if you were to toss a ball underhanded.
I'm trying to say that Jeremy and I and Scott are wannabe coaches because he starts out.
Most start fairly loose. Some tend to grip on the downswing, depending on that plays with that technique. Ever tried to do it?
He said, I didn't throw the cue at you, did I?
Yeah, right. Well, try teaching a junior with a parent there that, hey, I'm going to show them. Is what I was getting at. Is most that do it don't even try to do it. It's just they stay loose. You know, Federer does it a little bit. Jesus, of course, big thrower of the cue. Atencio, the cue. And, of course, it's in Mandarin, so you got to read the subtitles. No, it doesn't. Of course, soft shots, you don't create enough momentum. We just play and then kind of have little discussions here and there about stuff, you know, but he was when he changed his grip and understood a few things, you know, what I always tell people is you're not going to drop the cue, so don't try to hold it so much, you know.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to hit it too hard, though. Oh, look at this.
Cue ball. Oh, got a little shave on the brown.
Little front.
Oh, it's like a light going off. So it's fun to watch regardless, you know what I mean? It doesn't always work out. This is going to hurt a lot right here.
Yeah.
Last thing he ever thought would happen. Or was it me and Scott?
Might have been Scott.
Yeah, well, anyways, I get the tip.
Yeah, the only time I ever had that problem is
actually my cues got stolen last year in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah, so I was kind of trying out and promoting their WNT cue, which I always liked, the standard butt and then the 1 inch longer on by that. And the good thing for that is the 7 also plays by the 8 in the lower left here on the main table, but. Or took up golf since you moved to Florida, huh?
I've never hit a ball ever in my life.
Oh my God!
Only
play at the moment, but
my wife hates me because she just never beat me. She's tried hard many times.
With the accident he had, and you know, he took that crushing defeat, even though it was an incredible match.
And it was one of only 4 or 5 times. Wow, look at that! That's a surprise there. That's a shocker. It was only one of maybe.
Yeah, there's a lot there, I'll tell you. And if you just, high in the finals if you can as well, but we've had 4 inch pockets out here now for a few years, so, but, and it wasn't just barely after that summer is when he had. All right, getting out here, cushion. Oh, this is going to run a little more than you thought. Needs to settle.
Yeah.
Doing so. I think he likes it easier also.
Better be careful.
But I think there's many out there that would love to see him win. I'm talking about other players as well, not just fans. He's going to take his second loss of the event. And again, he's got a lot of fans here as well, but for Tony Robles, Matchroom, and of course the Premier League pool, and Jeremy Jones will have more pool.
a feature film.
See the faces they're used to seeing and whatnot, and then some are going to be all about it.
Much angle, then yeah, I can understand the one round.
Fire it, shouldn't baby it, just something in the middle.